Hello.
Hello.
We're in the Kansas server. Password is fighter.
MFC Kansas 1.
Yeah.
Oh, my game crashed.
Let's go.
I definitely like that one.
Oh, it's so fucking cringe. We should have somebody start running rat with that. Like somebody just taking the edge with 1, 2, 3. Actually, if we can have you leading and then running 1, 2, 3 like Ardish or something. Oh, it'd be so fucking good.
Yeah, I learned the lesson that you need to learn, and it's just like be always aware of people are want to switch onto your head because it looks like a juicy target.
If you just crouch and lean or like jump when you see them, you'll be fine. Is what's funny.
Try. We're gonna have to tab out to switch some of the names between matches, but that's about it.
Can they hear us on stream?
Yep, they can hear us.
Oh, let's go. Hello, YouTube. Welcome.
Hello.
Sorry, I should talk
yeah, we're gonna have 20 rivals versus Apemen B soon here. Gonna have to get the kendo underway.
I'm not gonna be casting, it'll be Muffin here. I'm here for cameraman. I turned Muff up a bit. I'll have to wait for him to talk to see how it sounds. Hey Muff, say something real quick. I need some audio on me.
Hello? Hello? You hear me? You good?
Yeah, I'm gonna turn you up a little bit.
Sweet.
Okay. We're gonna start the 3v3 kendo. I have no idea who is. I assume for 20 yards it's gonna be Dusty. Other than that, I don't know who else is gonna be there. And then for Bateman, looks like Maurice.
It's another match where I'm not very familiar with any of these players, so it's going to be interesting.
Well, hello.
Looks like Bateman are having some technical issues. Technical tissues.
I'm a little bit sad, Hodor, we're not seeing more 1, 2, 3 classes in the Kendo.
These are honorable mid-tier teams. They won't run 1, 2, 3. They're good boys.
I mean, we're an honorable team, and I'm still gonna do it in our next Kendo.
That's toxic. Is that Terry Maurice? That is not Terry Maurice. That is Bateman Maurice. He's still really good
Better
though.
Maurice. Bateman Maurice is just better.
There's a pretty big delay on the stream shadow, if you aren't aware.
Yeah, it's about 30 seconds. I could turn it down, but it might impact quality.
Ah, okay. Yeah, it doesn't matter to me. It's all the same. I just wanted to see. What is taking them so? At least Dusty's back. The other two just are still. Y'all can start whenever.
Maybe they just want to spend
up-
time with their friends before they all inevitably die.
Turn up muff.
No, looks like we're
20%.
starting here. So starting the Kendo, we do have Zero dueling Dusty. Dusty is apparently just a dueler god, who I had never heard of, so let's see what he does. Nice little morph there into the Excel. Other Excel, Zero eating both of them.
Dusty's actually the only player I've ever run into out of all these players, and I remember him being pretty good, but not like, you know.
Oh, Zero very low on stam here. Lemon stam hits the ground. That's going to be first duel for Dusty. Danny Dorito, I have no idea who this is, but he's coming up to duel Dusty now. Just don't see nothing but quick Excel. Nice read on the feint there. And Danny Dorito already 27 HP. He's going to go down as well, so that's 2-0 for Dusty.
We're gonna get our first Kendo ace of the season.
He's looking for it.
Looks like he's gonna get it too. He's got a massive.
Maurice, yeah, 34 stam on Maurice. Nice drag from Maurice. A nice stun. Oh man, good shit from Maurice. Nice matrix on the stab morph, and he's gonna stam out. Okay, so Bateman managed to steal one back.
We cursed him.
You really did, didn't you? You really fucking did. Ensis now, also Maurice doing well here. Ensis pretty low on HP. It's a nice chamber drag off, but he's on 15 stam, 5 stam now on Ensis, and Maurice gonna take him down as well.
We still may get our first ace.
What are you doing? What? Look at this. Now he's getting dragged out by Cell. It's a nice underhand drag though from Riposte. Nice morph from Cell though. He's gonna fall for the chamber. Look at what you did to him, dude.
What have I done? What have I done? Wow, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, you literally just jinxed him. You just jinxed 2 people. Why are you like this?
Are you pissed?
A little bit. I'd be pissed if I was Apemen.
But I mean, 20R also got jinxed.
Yeah, but they at least, like, you know, at least they already got their 2 first duels off.
But if they're both jinxed equally, then who can complain?
Yeah.
Right? If I didn't jinx Dusty, then they never would have even survived to even have a chance for Maurice to get the ace.
Fair? Fair? So we have Mosh Pit, Chester, Steedy, Contraband. And Steedy Mosh, which is actually the old version of Steedy Mosh, finally. And Chasm is our 5th. Interesting. I'm surprised they didn't just pick Contraband again.
Let's hope for a quick series so we don't have to see by far the worst and grossest map in the MFC. I bet whoever made Chasm is a short League of Legends player.
Alright, so here we go. Gonna start off on Mosh Pit. Right? Yeah, Mosh Pit. The classic.
Now, is this 20R's G team, or who's this?
So they don't consider any of their teams A, B, or C, but I think in terms of like power level, they're like their C team.
Okay.
Like, it's definitely their third worst team.
What if
I guess
all the
third
NA
best.
team just got put into like a 20R hierarchy type of situation? Like every
We're
team
not
in
far
NA,
off from that happening.
Yeah.
So here we go. We do have 20 rivals coming out with a lot of great swords. 3 great swords, a Bardish, and a Poleaxe.
Got one spear from Bateman.
Do like the spear pick. A nice switch there from Dio to get a start. Normally playing an Exosword as he gets killed a Reki. 1 man advantage here for Bateman. Spear isolated in the duel, and Bateman can't actually find any additional picks right now. They're trying to... Oh, that spear play leaves the 2v1. Well, no additional picks from Bateman. Finally, 2 come in from these spears. And Crazy Wolf goes on to the 1v2. Zero being very aggressive. And they do get the 1v2 off onto Ensis here. Gonna try to get him down. They do 3v1. Cell gets 1 back.
This is actually a very winnable 1v2. One has
They're
a
very
spear.
low. Abby goes down.
Yeah. His best bet there was to morph one of them and then feint it onto the other one and try to get a quick pick, but that was a very close round. One of those players having a spear and both being low. I mean, just one switch can win the round.
Oh yeah. And double spear from Apemen B. That's very strange. I would not expect that
We've
from
seen
them.
more of that in the lower tiers, I've noticed.
Ensis with a very quick first pick onto Crazy Wolf. And now Zero trying to survive in the 1v2. He's going to go down. Scout gets killed into Danrito as well, the 2v2. And it looks like that's going to be a pretty convincing snowball on the side of 20 rivals. There it is, 1-1 here.
Indeed.
Yeah, it's weird to see so much double spear all of a sudden, especially when spear is probably the worst it's ever been, like, in this patch.
Well, there was that one patch where it didn't even have lunge, but other than that, yeah, it's probably the worst it's ever been, period. All these open maps, it's just the spear ends up getting into a lot of duels.
A lot of damage done on the side over here, but Dusty gets the kill onto Zero, and Ensis as well. It's man advantage here for 20 rivals. Bateman do get 1 kill back, but 2v4 for them, and they're gonna get wiped. Once again, nice little snowball from 20 rivals. 4 alive, that's 2-1.
Yeah, I want to see the second spear go away. 20 rivals actually aren't even running a spear at this point. The closest thing they have is a Bartiche. So I'm curious if Bateman are actually going to make an adjustment and take one of the spears off and maybe have him go rat, or if they're just going to continue to take this matchup.
I mean, honestly, to be fair, now that I look at it, the 20 rivals comp isn't really, super punishing of spears. They have 1 Bardiche, then they have a Poleaxe, which is really short, and then great swords. 3 great swords. So, I mean...
The 2 spears do kind of give Bateman something here, yeah.
And there's a halberd as well, I just noticed. A halberd, a Poleaxe, a Bardiche, and... Oh, they did actually hop off the double spear. Maurice on S-Stock. I think there was Zero that switched to that halberd now.
Yeah, let me be clear. I'm actually okay with 2 supports. I just don't think they both should be spear. I think they should... At least one should be halberd. I think halberd's just better in this patch.
Halberd's really good right now. Yeah, we do have a nice engagement here from 20 rivals. Maurice in a lot of trouble. He gets melted very early by Cell. And now Danny Dorito on the 1v2. Nice flinches from Maurice. Or sorry, that's Dio on that spear. Danny Dorito trying to catch. Not able to. He gets dragged out by Dusty. Still a 3v4. And over there, it looks like Zero in the 1v2. He's holding it. But it's not 1v3. He also has a nice little reverse there, but not going to happen. 3-1 inside of 20R.
I want to see Maurice and Danny Dorito pop it off. Maurice is yet to get on the scoreboard, but we shall see. We get a little bit of a tactical change up here. Both teams have switched sides effectively.
Yeah, pretty much. Crazy Wolf on the Poleaxe, actually getting some good damage off, and that does allow for his team to get 2 picks. Can't catch Ensis quite yet, but Ensis runs into a 1v3. He's going to fall very quickly, and that is going to be a 4v1 on the side of Bateman. They're going to wrap that up very quickly.
Both these teams are opting for a very straightforward but kind of weird engage. They kind of run to the middle and then just circle each other and switch sides. I'm kind of curious as to if they're trying to wrap each other and just end up like whirlwinding, you know? That's kind of what it looks like is happening.
It looks like they're all... Oh, what a cleave from Danny Dorito. That allows for a deal to get that first pick on the spear. Nice switch from Entis, but yeah, this is going to be a very quick snowball. That was an instant pick from Danny Dorito. That huge Bardiche cleave. A nice little cleave from Cell in the 1v5, but it's going to go down here. That's 3-3. It's a very nice engage from Bateman.
Agreed. And it's actually surprising because they actually kind of were at a disadvantage at the very initial engage, but they adjusted pretty quickly, and Danny Dorito gets that quick pick.
4X coming out from Reki. He's going to run straight into the Polaris, actually. Gets instantly bonked at 60 damage.
Crazy Wolf!
Yeah, some great switches there from Crazy Wolf. Just demolishes Reki, and that's another very quick first pick. S-Stock kill. In the duel for Maurice, another one from Maurice. It's going to be a 5v1 as Dusty goes down to 1v2. And
Crazy Wolf did a lot of damage very early. Did you see that?
Yeah.
He hits the guy he's looking at off of a feint, and then another player comes in trying to punish his teammate, and he just bonks him on the noggin. He has 11 assists already. Danny Dorito does.
That's pretty hype. 7 rounds, 11 assists. That is pretty nuts. A nice engage from 20 rivals. They do push Apemen's line back pretty well here, although Zero doing a ton of damage on that halberd. Not gonna matter. It's 2 picks to go the way 20 rivals. 1 goes back the way Maurice. 2 from Maurice to even it up here. A 3v3. Zero trying to survive a 2v2 now.
Wow.
Very close round here. Maurice trying to hold this duel against Scout. A nice fake switch from Maurice. That was a really nice pull. Now Reki in the 1v2. S-Stock and a spear. That's hard. And that's a nice round from Bateman.
Maurice went from having 0 kills 2 rounds
10.
ago to having 10, 4, and 6. That's really wild, just to show you how much he's done in the last 2 rounds. He's gotten 16 involved kills in 2 rounds. I don't even know how that's possible.
I think it was more like 3, but still, that's nuts. So we do have another great engage. Look, so many players from Rivals are low here. Zero catching Reki trying to switch. It's an even trade to start us off. Reki in trouble here, although nice awareness from the turnaround there. And Dusty gets the kill in the 1v2. Zero trying to pull them over. That's Danny Dorito rather trying to pull them. They're not going to fall for that bait. Maurice in the 1v2 gets melted immediately. Zero not aware of the player behind him. Just homing in on Reki. And now he's in the 1v4. Couple of low Rivals players, but he doesn't even parry the first swing. And that's 5-4.
Yeah, pretty close match so far. It tends to go kind of back and forth. Still impressed with Danny Dorito on 13 assists. And here comes the whirlwind. They run around each other.
It is almost reminiscent of like the old like Tempest and North sort of meta from like earlier this year. We have a couple of weird trades here. It doesn't end up in an even situation, but just as I say that, Scout and Cell find the kills to make it a 3v1, and Crazy Wolf can't find the parries. So 5 all here on map number 1.
Yeah, both of these teams kind of taking circle theory to the like nth degree. I mean, just revolving around each other until somebody moves forward and attacks.
They've watched all of the Wars Edition mitigation guides.
Yep, they're scholars.
Oh yeah. And very split up engage here, though. A nice switch from Maurice to find. Oh, great switch from Maurice here. We get some good damage off. Unfortunately, Junior goes down the 1v2. Crazy Wolf finding a kill in return, though, and a nice pullover from Zero. These spears from Bateman doing work, although they do leave one of them in a duel with Dusty, which is very dangerous. Trying to finish off this 1v2 on Reki now. Dusty does go down to that spear, though, and that's going to be a map point for Bateman.
Yeah, the thing about running 2 spears is 2 spears can be really good and can work for you, but it really requires you to baby your team. Like, how you're playing has to be, you have to pay a lot more attention to basic positioning. Obviously, duels become very not good for you at that point.
Nice engage here from Maurice, getting some flinches off, but it's like 20 Rivals have split up this fight efficiently, and whenever they split up these fights, they seem to do very, very well. Now Danny Dorito falls very quickly with 1v2, Scout wins his duel, and it's just a very nice snowballing round for 20 Rivals. Definitely mechanically, they're a better team. And these split fights do not favor a double spear composition.
Yeah, that's what I was getting ready to say. I don't know if we can say that they're mechanically much better. It's just that Bateman, they have to stay together and have a good engage, or else their 2 spears are going to be a hindrance.
Well, final round here on map 1. Oh, that's an unfortunate start for them, as Maurice does reverse his teammate with the S-Stock LMB. Not too much damage done, thankfully. And Ensis does find the first kill for 20 Rivals. Which will work from Danny Dorito to stay alive, but he does go down to 1v3. A nice switch from Zero, but it's going to be a 2v3 off that team kill from 20 Rivals. And good stabs on the side of Dio. A nice switch as well, but he just can't reach there, and Dusty closes it out with a nice little cleave. That's 7-6 on the first map.
10. Shout out to Dusty. 14, 6, and 10. It's 24. You know, whatever they say that, whatever that's called. 24 involved kills.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. Good map from him.
Yeah, indeed.
We'll just put Rivals up 1-0.
And there's not even really much I can say both teams are trying to wrap. It looks like they're not just running in and doing what that one team yesterday did. I can't remember.
Depth guard.
Depth guard. Okay, yeah. If anything, though, if I'm Bateman, I would try to drop one of these spears and go to something a little bit more mobile. Especially if you know that 20R, they're really trying to force like disjointed fights and duels because they think they're better in duels.
So we go Chester, a little bit of different map. Gonna have a lot more time to think out these engages. Although I'd be a bit worried if I was Bateman. They have switched off the double spear. I have a rat from Dusty. This looks like a rat. It's like 2-2-2 or something. Dusty with a nice cleave with the Bardiche. A lot of damage done from him very early on. Bateman in a lot of trouble here. And here come the kills for 20 rivals. They find 2. Crazy Wolf trying to find one back, but he's in a 2v1 now. Now a 1v3, and he's gonna go down. It's gonna be a nice clean round from 20 rivals to start us off.
Yeah, I was going to say that's terrible from Bateman. Somebody initially tried to stop the rat, but then as soon as he gave the rat a riposte and the rat riposted, he just let the rat go. And then I think it's Dusty as the rat. He had a free round from there. Nobody on Bateman even tried to intercept him at that point. You can't just let a Bardiche rat get behind you and stay there, living rent-free.
Another good engage here. Reki with a nice engage, although it gets chunked very low right after that. Now Dusty in the 1v2, it's not where you want to be against a rat, but a good switch from Crazy Wolf to pull off of it. Now it's 2v3 on the side there, and Dusty just pulling 0 around the map. Crazy Wolf has to find that kill in the duel. His teammate goes down in the 1v2, and that's going to be a 2v3 on the side of 20 rivals. Dusty holding that duel, and Crazy Wolf in the 1v2, in a lot of trouble here. He gets kicked simultaneously by 20 rivals. Sal picking up that kill, and that's going to be 2-0 from them.
Dusty's just allowed to get away with whatever he wants. They're not doing anything to really stop him. Maybe at this level, it's not common knowledge how to intercept a rat and keep him away from your team, but they need to figure out and pretty fast.
They got to either just handshake him, or they got to just like start macroing towards him, which doesn't look like they're doing that. That's a bit better actually. They're going to push him a little bit opposition, but they're going to 1v2 him. Which, again, that's not what you want to do with the rat. And now Reki pulls behind to interrupt that 1v2 and gives Dusty a free pick. And, oh, a nice kill back from 0 in the 1v2, actually. Crazy Wolf finding one as well in the 2v2. And have a 4v3 on the side of Bateman. 0 doing very well in this duel. No, Danny just disarms Cell. They're taking forever to kill Scout, though. Scout popping off in the 1v2 finally goes down. That's a 2-1 Bateman on the board.
Yeah, really nice try from Scout there. I mean, in a different round, he could win his team the game there. He really was alive much longer than he should have been. I've noticed that this like mid-tier, entry-level mid-tier, people don't like to miss or feint in 1v2s.
Oh, nice switches from Dusty. So much damage done. Unfortunately, teammate does go down, putting him into a 1v2, but more good clears on the side of 20 rivals. Everybody's so low. Cell finds one kill, Dusty with another one, and then all of a sudden, all the kills come through for 20 rivals. There was so much damage done, and that's 3-1 for them.
They need to realize that even though Dusty isn't the top scorer of the enemy team, he's losing them every fight, because if you get a Bardiche behind you, and they can hit your head with the Bardiche, I mean, they're doing 50 damage hits with long range and a good combo speed. You have to deal with this Bardiche rat.
60 damage even. Do have this time he is picked up by the spear, but he immediately just pulls straight. Oh, nice switch from Danny Dorito. That was a good front to back. Unfortunately, 20 rivals do find the kills elsewhere in the more honest engagement, and once again they clean up real easily.
Yeah, I mean, Batemen are just looking like they're not as decisive, and they're not exactly sure how they want to deal with the rat. I think maybe a 3-2 split would be good. Let one of the two duel Dusty and let the other one run off. Just sail right past him.
We actually have Maurice. Yeah, going to the rat. He's going to get 1v2'd here very, very quickly. This should be Bateman's round, although they cannot find any picks in the main engagement. Now they're down 1, down 2 because of Scout. Down 3 now. It looks like 20 rivals once again. That was instant pick onto Maurice there. He ran in and he got 1v2'd. That's 5-1 for them.
Yeah, I hope when Bateman watches back the VOD, if they do, they can just see that they're mostly just losing off of the engage. Like, they're not even having a chance to really have an even fight to see if they're actually able to beat this team because their engage is so poor. They're sending their own rat out, but...
Now it looks like they're going to have a rat duel on the side here.
This is better, though. It's better than what they've been doing.
But this is good. The good work pulling here from Dusty. In the meantime, Rival is still winning the main engage. Crazy Wolf finds 1 kill back, but these split fights are just not good for Bateman. They're gonna get rolled here, 6-1. Rival's on map point.
Yeah, they send their own rat to duel him, but a War Axe versus a Bardiche, you're always at a range disadvantage, and if you both have the same amount of speed, then the Bardiche can just do whatever he wants because you can't really catch him. So if you're going to be using rat to counter rat, you either want a really fast weapon or you want a weapon with good range.
He's immediately switched off it as well. Looks like Maurice now on Halberd, actually. Meaning Zero's on that Axie Sword over there. Can have 1 pick other way of Bateman. Dusty much better contained this round, and Dangerito finds 2 kills in this round. Keeping Bateman alive so far. Barring any miracles from Reki over there, it's going to be a Bateman round, most likely. Dusty falls out of stamina, so does Scout, and that's going to be 6-2. Bateman doubled their tally.
Yeah, they doubled from 1 to 2.
Hype. They're in it. Here we go. 6 rounds in a row. I believe in them.
Every great comeback has to start somewhere.
They got this.
Let's see if they realize why they won that round. Let's see if they can intercept the rat the same way again. My money is on no, given their position. This is terrible positioning.
Oh, this is bad. Reki is behind with the War Axe. He hits 1 person. And yeah, the switch from Sal as well. Good switch from Sal there. And that was just a slaughter in the main engage. Crazy Wolf runs into a 1v4. He's going to get melted, and that's going to be 5v1 for Maurice. He falls as well. That's 7-2.
My problem with that round, Hodor, and I'm sure you know what I'm going to say, but when you run right to the wall like that with how red team is positioned, you're just letting yourself get not only surrounded on all sides, but you also have no retreat. So if a War Axe or something breaks through and gets in around your team, he's going to find backs, and it's just there's no reason to basically agree to be at a huge disadvantage. Like, I don't feel like Bateman ever had a round, maybe that one that the rat was picked up properly, but most of the rounds they never were even able to have a proper fight because they were not able to deal with the rat.
Yeah, the rat was just disrupting them every single time. I'm hoping we'll see something different from Bateman here on Steedy Contra.
Yeah, if I had to bet, Contraband would be the map that would be most likely to go to Bateman because it's a little bit easier to contain the rat and force him into predetermined routes, but even then you still have to know how to actually intercept him and buy time. We actually see Dusty switching down to the War Axe too, which means he definitely wants to be more aggressive here.
Double Spear will be a bit more effective on Mosh as well on Contra if they choose to run it. Though a 2-3 split from Rivals is going to do a ton of damage early on here. And Dusty actually doing really well in his 1v2 as well. Yeah, he's going to get away from that. Still even trades here, 1 for 1. 4 for 1, a nice switch from Zero in that 1v2. Going to keep himself alive. A 3rd kill from Zero. He's got backs here. He's looking for Reki. And he's going to get a 4th. Zero looking for the ace onto Dusty here. Dusty finds a 2v1 onto Dusty now. 70 HP on him. Maurice half health. He's one shot. And there he goes. Maurice down. Zero in the 1v1 now. And he just demolishes 20 Rival. That's an ace from Zero on the 3rd map.
Indeed, and you pointed out that they were 2v1ing Dusty. That 2v1 was just kind of an accident. They didn't push for that. But they actually did a really good job of pushing him away all around. So I hope that they kind of learn from that. Dusty's going to go down early here.
Very quick pick onto him, and Bateman able to capitalize on that pretty well. Still a 2v3, but good forward from Sal. Unfortunately, still goes down the 2v1. And now Scout in the 1v3, he's going to fall. So good 2-0 here. This is reminding me a lot of Depth Guard, where they're able to, now that Bateman have this natural structure of Contraband behind them, they're able to take these more focused fights. Don't have to worry about spreading out too much.
Exactly. Contraband seems to buff the less favored team because usually if you're less favored as a team, you're not as good at fighting in team play, but Contraband kind of forces team fights. So
Reki picked up on the side here by Dandrito. A quick pick from Scout on that greatsword. And nice switches from Dio. He does so much damage on this spear. He's in a 1v3 now, but he's gotten so many of Rivals low. Unfortunately, it's not going to work out for him. And that's going to be a flawless round from Rivals. Actually, Maurice is still alive, but a big lean back from Ensis. Kind of toxic. And Maurice is going to go down. So 2-1.
yeah, but I am liking what I'm seeing better here. It seems like they're a little bit more comfortable catching the rat off when they know exactly what the rat's plan is. I like this as well. I would just hold red seaside here. I wouldn't push through this.
Looks like Reki being matched by Danny Dorito a lot. Look at this damage from 20 Rivals. A nice switch from Zero does get the first kill, but evened out here. 4v4 now, 4v3 as Cell goes down. Dusty finds another kill though, a 3v3. Very close rounds. We are in almost 3 duels. Oh, a nice switch from Dusty. Not gonna matter though, his teammate does go down. Dusty in the 1v2. He's trying to create space for himself. Reki getting taken on very low. It's a 2v3. Dusty's trying to isolate a duel. He's gonna miss that swing, and he's gonna go down. That's 3-1 for Bateman.
Yeah, the tragedy that I'm seeing, Hodor, is Batemen actually have pretty good chemistry, and they play well off of each other. So the problem is then, to my eyes, that they need to maximize the amount of time they spend playing off of each other.
Danny Dorito running straight into a 1v2. He's actually surviving as rivals hit each other twice. And that allows Crazy Wolf to come in with a lot of damage here, and that's going to actually be a round win, most likely, for Bateman.
No, that was great.
That was a positional mistake from Danny Dorito, but manages to survive anyways.
I got a bone to pick with you after this round. So that is a very risky play, and it very much depends on how good your defense is. But sometimes I'll do something similar where I'm a little bit ahead of my team, but not much, and I know I can survive that 2 or 3 seconds it takes for my team to come crashing. And the other team is going to be trying hard to pick me, so they're going to be open to my team when my teammates come crashing. I think what his thinking was. Otherwise,
no, because he was like 3 or 4 seconds ahead of his team there. That was completely accidental. As we do see Bateman steamroll this round. That's 5-1 for them on Contra.
Yeah, they look like the better team when they get a good team fight off. So I'm really hoping that they can learn to deal with rats better, because that was really all that was farming them.
They only picked one non-flat map, which was this one, so... We do have, I think that's Dusty on the spear. A nice pick from Dio to start us off, and Crazy Wolf finding a kill in the trenches as well. That's going to be Ensis in the 1v2. He's going to go down very, very quickly. Reki in the 1v5. He falls, and that's map point 6-1 here.
This is dominant.
Zero with 12, 3 and 2. Big performance from him.
Yeah, this looks like a totally different Apemen. They're kind of forced to play off of each other, and look what happens. This is a terrible response to the fire pot, though. I cannot see this being.
Yeah, that wasn't a great fire pot, but Bateman should have pushed through there. Actually, Crazy Wolf just wins a 1v2. Gonna make it a 4v4 here, and unfortunately, Rivals do find the picks back. A nice switch from Maurice in the 1v3, but he's gonna go down, and that leaves Crazy Wolf in the 1v4. He's gonna take the Peninsula position here.
And they're
was doing the right thing
here. Yep.
Yeah, this is the right thing. Crazy Wolf trying his hardest to bait them. He's actually... Oh, there he goes. He finally goes down.
Indeed. Yeah, so something else I've noticed from Red Team, their supports are very active and really try to throw themselves in there. If you're playing support, you don't want to be in the middle of the fight, you know? But that fire pot response from Bateman last round...
That's better. That's much better.
Yeah.
They're going to go right around here. That is nice for them. 20 Rivals actually running away from them here, trying to reposition. Not sure what they're looking for.
I think Blue has the advantage here, actually.
Blue is through the choke. A nice switch from, actually, Zero there does punish that switch from Dusty very, very well. Daniel trying to chase down the spear player. He's in the duel now with the spear. We have 5 duels on Contraband. Zero gets the first kill. Crazy Wolf falls in his duel, though. Dusty falling in the 1v2. And looks like Ensis pulling back to Maurice. Actually, a nice play from Ensis there. Fortunately, no call for Reki that there's 2 enemies behind him. Ensis finding a kill in the 1v2. Dio in the duel on the spear. He's struggling here.
This was actually a bad decision from Dio.
Nice attempt from Cell there. But that's going to be 7-2 for Bateman.
Yeah,
their
shout
first
out
map.
to Zero, 16 kills popped off. But Bateman looks a lot stronger on maps where they can force team fights and stuff. But Zero actually, or no, not Zero, sorry. I think it was Dio. Made a really questionable decision there. His teammates win the last kill on the other side of the map. He's 1 HP and his guy's 1 HP, and he continues to take the fight with Spear. If that guy gets a pick, all of a sudden his HP is refilled and he gets full stam, and now he's in a 1v2 where one of your teammates is one shot. So taking that fight as the Spear, you're much better off just pulling back and waiting for the 3v1. Looks like we're gonna have a second here because one of the players has crashed.
Yeah, with the new update for CD Mosh Pit, this might happen when we change it to CD Mosh. You just have to it takes 2 seconds. You just have to reinstall it and then or uninstall it and then rejoin the server. Finally, we have the old version, which is just so much better. I actually really like this version of CD Mosh Pit.
Well, we won our match yesterday on the other Mosh Pit. I like that one better.
I fucking hate it.
It's just a straight up brawl, and I kind of like the fact that it's a straight up brawl because there's no maps that are really like that.
That's what Josboni was saying. He was saying like it even though there's no macro and it is kind of just like, for lack of a better term, a mosh pit. Like it is unique for sure.
And there is a skill to it as well. It's not
I would say so.
Yeah.
Definitely emphasizes the mechanical aspect of the game a lot more. But here we go. We do have the classic CD Mosh Pit. So much space to maneuver on this map. A nice color palette as well. Nice engage here from Reki. He's going to get the very quick first pick on a Dio. He's behind them. He's cleaving with that War Axe. He's doing so much damage to Bateman. Although, actually, Bateman stabilized into a 2v3. Nice parries from Danny Dorito, but he's going to get fainted out in the 2v1. And that is going to be a 1v3 attempt for Crazy Wolf. And he's going to get disarmed here as well. So that's 1-0. 20 rivals.
Yeah, the interesting thing about this map, too, is you can actually force a Contraband-esque fight. If blue team were to turn around and go to one of these corners and group up, I think Bateman would have a pretty good chance of making a good fight, but they don't have to worry about the rat on this map, so...
Ooh, nice from Maurice there on the engage. He cleaves with the spear, sorry, with the halberd, and that's going to be a quick first pick on the side of Bateman. Duel on the side over here, but a nice 2v3 from Bateman. Going to find some hits, still a 1-man advantage for them, and now a 2-man advantage, and now a 3-man advantage. And now they win the round. 1-1 to Mosh.
Zero again is out here popping off with this Evening Star. It's nice to see Evening Star, and
I was just thinking that. It's so nice to see it back instead of Axie Sword. I think Evening Star has so much more character.
I can agree with you.
Although he does get isolated here, and actually Reki with another very quick first pick on the edge here. Dusty finding the kill onto Zero, and a doom switch from Dorito there, gonna get him killed. That's going to be a 1v5. Pretty quick snowball on the side of 20 rivals. Goes for the input.
Look at Dusty's spear character, dude. He looks like if Lantern Player's spear character went on a diet. That's his spear character.
It is literally a Lantern Player cosplay.
Oh, really? Okay.
I think it's identical. Except maybe the red might be a little bit off.
No, his character is just not as fat.
Fascinating. Oh, a nice hit here from Zero in the main engage. Once again, Zero with these assists going to be able to find Apemen the first kill and a kill for himself. It's a good round from Zero. Great engage from him. And that's going to be 2-all here. CD Mosh.
I'm telling you, this sounds so much like a duh statement, but when Batemen can get into a situation where they can all play off of each other, they really, really do well. So I would be trying to find a way to maximize the odds of having a good engage with the whole team.
Ooh, questionable play from Dusty there. He's going to get chunked to half health. Crazy Wolf finding a kill onto Entis very, very early on here. And a nice switch from Crazy Wolf. That's 2 kills for him on the round. Cell and I believe that was Reki in the 2v3. They're going to fall. You have Scout in the 1v2 trying to make things happen, but Crazy Wolf comes in, demolishes his own teammate, and puts Apemen at 3 rounds.
I actually love when teams play like this. I love seeing that. I love seeing the swarm play style where they all just stick together and you really never get a favorable duel or engagement. It's just an actual swarm.
Nice engage here from Ensis, actually. And now Zero in the 1v2 is going to have to live here. Meanwhile, his teammates trying to finish off this 3v2. They can't find any picks, though. Dusty coming in late with that flank on the spear, and it's going to be another... It's always snowballs on the side of 20 Rival.
Yeah, I do wish Bateman would do some 3-2 splits just to break the conditioning a little bit and confuse 20R, but they are a relatively new team, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
A nice engage again from Zero. He puts Cell down to 1 HP, and now he's gonna... Cell actually pulls off into a 2v1. Smart play from him, but Maurice isolates that first kill on the side of Bateman. Crazy Wolf pulling his 2v1 pretty far on the map here. Now Dio needs to live. He is gonna be able to survive here, and actually... I believe that was Cell leaving him. Allows him to hit the teammate in the back, and that's going to be 4-3 for Apemen B.
Nice and close on this map. This map is somewhere in between a full-blown Chester or a mosh pit and a Contraband. It's open, but it's a lot more narrow, and we're seeing that Bateman tends to be better on these maps where they don't have to worry about insane macro.
Reki, oh, a big cleave from 20 Rivals, and another one as well. That is so much damage on the engage from them. That's going to be a quick snowball. So many Apemen men are just on no HP. Maurice trying to make something happen in the 1v2, but now just Danny Dorito and Dio left. Dio trying to pull to his teammate, forces a team kill, but that's going to be 4-4 here. What an engage.
Yeah, Bateman really likes to just go in and 3v1 you and just actually swarm, and 20R really wants to get an early pick and just surround you and snowball you very quickly. So both playstyles kind of complement each other. And
oh my god, another crazy engage from 20 Rivals. They're going to get another quick first pick here. Although Dio does trade it back, and now Dusty in trouble as well. He goes on to the 1v2. Great job from Crazy Wolf pulling that 2v1 all the way across the map. It's going to be a 3v2 on the side of Apemen. They're very low though, a nice flinch from Dio, but he's going to run straight across the Lions and create a 2v2 here. Two duels. Cell trying to win his, and a good attempt at switching from both Apemen members. Still two duels here.
Oh no, Maurice is low on stam and he can't help his teammate.
Oh, nice switch from Danny Dorito. Good heads-up play from him, and that's going to be a 2v1 onto Cell.
Good catch by Maurice to protect his teammate's back right there too. That was
That's essential. A good 2v1. Good work from Apemen B to salvage that round.
I'm sure everybody in chat also saw Dio seemed like he wanted to throw that round. I mean, as a spear player, pushing forward there is the worst option you have. You're actually giving them stam and HP for nothing.
So a bit of a more even engage here. Do have Crazy Wolf going up pretty low, but he has a kill immediately. That's a 4v4 here. Crazy Wolf getting zoned out by the spear, and Dusty just demolishes Crazy Wolf. That's going to be Maurice from the 1v2 over here. Two duels on the side for Apemen B. Do have Zero find the first kill at 3v3 as Maurice goes down, and oh, Bateman, they couldn't finish the 2v1 out. Just needed a couple more seconds there. And that's going to leave Zero in the 1v3. Good parries from him. Oh, that drag almost hit. Extended parry though, screwing him over. He gets the disarm, but Dusty there to follow it up. That's a 5-5 here.
Yeah, this is turning out to be an interesting matchup. I think Apemen has to win this if they want any hope in winning the series, though. I don't think they'll survive the next rat map.
Well, this is 2-1 right now for 20 Rivals, so...
Is it best 5?
Yes. So Apemen do literally have to win this map. A nice switch from Dan Dorito in this 2v2 over here. Now with 3v2, Bateman had the numbers over here, and actually this is the correct play. I like that a lot. Zero not running over across the map to help out Dio. He just waits for his teammates to finish the 2v2, or the 2v1 rather. And now they have a nice 3v3 here. And that's a good switch good punish rather from Danny Dorito onto Reki. Cell has to pull here. He almost hits that switch, just out of range though. And a 2v1 onto Dusty. That's a hard one to make work with Fear. He's gonna fall. And that's Cell in the 1v3 gets disarmed, and Apemen clean it up 6-5 for them.
Tell me if you get the same impression, Hodor. I get the impression that this Apemen B team, they probably do a lot of 2v2s and 3v3s together, because when I watch them, they're very good at playing off of each other, and they're very good at swapping and catching. They're just not as good individually, and they're not yet ready for like big macro adaptations.
We do have a bit of a very split fight here. Now Reki gonna go down or get a kill very early. Entis as well gonna find a kill for 20 Rivals. Maurice goes on the 1v2, and Zero does trade one back, but Dio gets melted in the 1v2, and Zero gonna fall as well. That's 6-6. Map point here, series point for 20 Rivals. They can take this here.
Very dominant round, yeah. They've been changing it up a little bit, not going off to this right side, opting for the left instead, with Maurice going to be going for potential wraps, but no, he runs right in, actually.
Oh, no, Dan Dorito in the 1v2. He's going to get Maurice trying to bail him out here. No kills happening quite yet. Do have 5 duels farming here as, oh, no scout pulling. But, Maurice Zero almost gets that switch, and Zero finding the first call into Dusty. Although we do have a lot of duels here. But it looks like Bateman are going to win all of them out, and they're going to take us to map 5. I think our first map 5 in the MFC. Given they don't lose a 1v5, and they don't.
Beautifully done. Beautifully done by Apemen. I really hope Apemen watches back Twitch VODs, because this team is actually impressive to me for the players they have and at their level, how decent their team fights are when they get a 3v2 or 3v3. I really just wish that they can just put some practice in their macro to force those situations as often as possible, because if they can do that, they'll overcome a lot of teams at their level and become pretty good just because they have good engages and good macro. you don't actually need mechanical skill at this level if your macro and your chemistry and team play is on point. So.
So this is our first. This is our first Chasm of MFC Season 2. Love to see it. Pretty good
my
map.
eyes are puking.
Pretty good map. Pretty good map.
I'm puking out of my ocular orifices. It's bad.
Have to see. I think this map actually might favor Bateman. Completely honest with you. Although rivals are spraying them out pretty efficiently here. There's gonna be a 4v4 on the side. Sal trying to pull back to the main fight. Zero with a very quick first pick onto Scout. Do have it traded back by Sal though, and now Crazy Wolf gonna fall in the 1v2. Zero loses his duel, and that's gonna be 4v2 on the side of now a 4v1. 20 rivals, and they're gonna take this first round.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm actually a little bit surprised we're not seeing the rat come out, especially with how much trouble Apemen was having dealing with the rat. Chasm is a map that can lend itself pretty well to rat plays, and I'm just kind of curious to see if Apemen starts to pull away with this map, if they'll revert back to the rat and fire pot.
Quick slow-mo from Bateman, but it looks like getting right back into it here. Nice warming up there from 20 rivals, and they're gonna approach him with the line formation here. This time Bateman's staying together much better. We're gonna have this is a big wrap from 20 rivals. Matched well by Bateman though, but they are getting surrounded over here. Rivals trying to corral them over there, but it's gonna not work out. From the 2v2, two 2v2s and a 2v1, or a 1v1 rather. Zero with the first pick onto Cell. Zero with a double kill into this round. Scout with the War Axe pick, but Dio does not see the War Axe behind him. And that's going to be 2v3, now a 1v3 for Scout, and he's just going to get demolished from all sides. And that's 1-all here.
I'm quickly becoming a Zero and Maurice fan. I mean, Zero has a lot of impact. That round went without a kill for a long time, and Zero gets the first 2 kills in his engage over there. Zero's just had a lot of impact that I've seen throughout this series. Maurice as well. I'm also really impressed by Dusty and Scout.
Yeah, Dusty's looked great. Dusty's looked very good. And we're going to have a nice up to the switch there from Zero. You have Dio in the duel now against Dusty. He's going to get fainted out a lot. Oh, this is 5 duels once again, and we know how this goes. It's going to be 20 rivals around here if this something doesn't change very soon. Crazy Wolf put himself into a 1v2. They actually do 2v1 Recce, so 3v3 here. Crazy Wolf, he's living for so long, but he unfortunately does get disarmed. But a good attempt from Crazy Wolf there. Zero gets 1 hit, but unfortunately loses the 2v1. That's going to be a 20 rivals round.
I can tell that he is not a chess player, Crazy Wolf. He played it well mechanically. He bought as much time in that 2v1 as he could, but he found himself in a position where he had nowhere to go. There was no way he could have bought any more time than he did because of where he ended up. Definitely a little bit of a small brain play, but we're alright.
A good engage from Dio getting some damage off, and now Recce very low as a result. Ensis falls to 0 on that Evening Star. Dusty finding 1 back, and now actually another one from Recce, gonna make it even here. Good from Danny Dorito staying alive there. He was in a lot of trouble. That's 3 duels. Zero finds a kill onto Dusty, and Zero with a double kill. It's actually a triple on the round for him.
Crazy Wolf versus Recce. Crazy Wolf just pulled out his fists because he knew he was going to stam Recce, stammed him with his fist, and then snatched his weapon.
The fuck? Did that actually happen?
Yes, that just happened just now. Live.
That's based as fuck. My new favorite player.
Oh my god, he's living in this guy's head. Not even paying for utilities either.
That is so hype. We do have a nice engage once again from Bateman, although Maurice in a lot of trouble. He gets demolished, and 2 more kills from rivals. And that's going to be a very quick 5v2 for them. Crazy Wolf in the 1v3, he's going to fall instantly, and that is lightning fast drop from 20 rivals.
Okay, so Bateman has lost the last couple rounds, and they've done the same thing. Maybe now's the round where you try to use the rock to force a really unified, solid fight where you've been favored so far in this series. Maybe don't meet them out in the open where 20R can just split you apart and take advantage of maybe a little bit higher mechanical skill. They are so kind of doing something different here. They're using the rock kind of here.
Yeah, it's just creating a sort of a semi-choke, although Dusty is behind. A random duck from Zero actually saves his life. He's in the 1v2. Oh, a nice kill from Maurice makes it a 3v2 on the side of Bateman. 1v2 onto Cell, although they rotate off it, and now looking to get the 1v2 onto Ensis. Ensis doing a lot of work in this 1v2.
Maurice runs out of stamina and has to let his guy go. This could be big problems for his teammate. Crazy Wolf is one hit away from
again, switching up which 1v2 he's on. This is really sloppy from Bateman. They finally get the kill onto Ensis, but now Sal in the 1v3, he's going to fall. So Bateman managed to squeak out that round.
Bateman are kind of impressing me a little bit here. They've got some really solid fundamentals, a little bit more practice, and maybe watching some what the top tier teams do with their macro would take this team pretty high. I think they're doing really well. I really hope they go back to the rock, though. I hope they pay attention to what worked. Okay, and they are.
This. Yeah, they are.
It's good to see. I really like this.
Oh, wait, where is Danny Dorito going? He's going to pull a 1v2, potentially. But actually, they decide not to 1v2 him. A nice work from... Oh my god, the reverse from Danny Dorito! Gonna get the kill on the Dusty. Cell with the kill on the 0. Still evened up here. Crazy Wolf gets a nice switch onto Cell there. Good delayed riposte and a double from Crazy Wolf is gonna steal this round away. Entis on the 1v4. Gonna get cleavered and he is gone.
Must say, I'm also kind of turning into a Danny Dorito fan. I understand a lot of what he's doing. He plays kind of similar to how I play sometimes. He's more than okay with forcing an unfavorable 1v2. Sometimes we've seen even 1v3s and stuff, because his thinking is if he can waste a few seconds, that is a big hole somewhere in the engagement where his teammates are flooding through. So he's just gambling that he can stay alive and outskill these two nerds that are pushing him while his teammates get a better position.
Ooh, nice switch from Danny Dorito. Immediately doing so much damage in the engage. Two players from 20 Rivals very, very low here, but still evened up here 4v4. A nice switch from Scout finding the hit. It's a 3v3. Danny Dorito Maurice actually peeling off the 1v2. That's going to be a nice duel for Maurice to actually get that kill, and Apemen managing to salvage that round. It's 5-3 here.
Yeah. If 20R wants to regain control here, they need to do something different themselves. They're not doing well at this forced engage at the rock. I would try again to do a 3-2 splitter. Actually, I would pull a rat out here and just
get Dusty on rat again.
Yeah. Try to get your high fragging individuals in favorable positions.
I mean, they put Dusty on the spear, which will actually it'll help him in a more focused engage a little bit. And it's a nice switch from him to start us off here, and the good hit on the back of 0. Oh, it splits up the duels though. That is going to favor 20 Rivals. 0 finding the kill onto Ensis, but oh, nice from Maurice actually staying alive in his 1v2. But it's a 2v4 on the side of 20 Rivals, and Maurice goes down very early. That leaves 0 in the 1v4. He's going to fall for that combo fade, and he's going to go down. So 5-4, 20 Rivals still in this.
Yeah, and if I'm Apemen B here, I'm just gonna call to keep going to the rock. That could have been a fluke. It could have just been a little mechanical thing that got them that round loss. So take the round tie if you end up losing. Just see if Apemen can counter this rock play again. And it looks like they're on the same page. This fire pot is really good though.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, Bateman do handle it well. They push past it. That was a good placement there. Dio finding the first kill on the spear. Dio with another kill on the spear. That's going to be a 5v2 very quickly, and a good snowball. That's serious point for Bateman.
Wow. So that fire pot placement was pretty good, but it actually kind of has a bad effect that they couldn't probably see coming. So Apemen gets 4. They basically have to hold W together. They have nowhere else to go. And Apemen tends to do very well when they're in that position, and they just mop up 20R very, very quickly. Firepot comes out. It's a little bit more useless this time, but it forces an open field engagement. Maybe that's
it's actually going to be pretty favorable for 20 Rivals here. We do have a nice 2v2 on the side here, another 2v2. Splitting up into duel slowly. Dusty trying his best to pull Ensis with the first kill onto Dio. But we do have a lot of low 20 Rivals players here. Danny trying to find his best, trying to do his best to find that kill. He gets one. Traded Wolf with 2 actually, and that's going to put it back in favor of Bateman, and now a 1v4. And Bateman, after being down 2-0 in maps, they're going to steal this series back. 7-4 on the last map from them.
Yeah, I'm very impressed. As I said, there's a few little things that Bateman could improve on, and that would give them huge results, but they have a very good natural chemistry from what I can see. They're very good when they have multiple players next to each other, and that's a good place to start. If you have problems as a lower mid-tier team, that's a good strength to have. That's a good problem to not have. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, for sure. So that is our first set for the day. That was actually really, really close. Big fan of that one.
That was a very good, fun match to watch.
Yeah, for sure. Up next, we are going to have Polaris versus Clippers. 2 more probably low-tier teams who I have not heard of. So it'll be in about 5 minutes. In the meantime, I'm gonna get some water.
Oh, he needs some milk.
Ugh. Yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen with this set. I've never seen either of these teams. Or actually, I saw Polaris play once last season, but I don't remember who they played against. Who won Royals versus Eclipse? Eclipse disbanded before they could play the set.
What is a kendo? I don't think these guys know about the 1-2-3.
They must not. They must not realize that holding us is optimal no matter what's going on.
I just called me an idiot.
Okay. Yeah, some of these lower tier teams haven't experienced kendo yet because many of the players are so new. So I do always ask them if they know what it is before I just tell them, yeah, we're doing 3v3 kendo.
Yeah, a lot of people, it seems to be a hard concept to grasp, but not exactly sure why. But
I find it hard to explain to people who don't already know what it is. Remember when Diamond was trying to piece it together right before our match?
yeah, I do.
We just had to keep on re-explaining it to him. So you have egg salad versus fresh kiwi here. Start us off. A war axe versus a great sword. Big riposte battle right now. A nice chamber feint to parry from egg salad. Good read actually from fresh kiwi. But he's gonna get excelled by this great sword, and he's gonna miss that kick and go down. Charlemagne with the Donator longsword. I don't know who this guy is, but I'm expecting a lot from him now. Clippers do get the first pick. Bones versus Exile here. Exile doing well in these duels. He's on 13 stam though. Bones has stamina, just going to take him out here, looks like.
Gets a little lucky dodging that cleaver with his back.
We do have Epic coming out to duel. I kind of like this Clippers outfit that they have. It's kind of clean. Epic deals with Bones very quickly. We do have the Kickstarter guy coming in. Oh, a big jump there on the stab from Epic. But he is low on stam and HP. He's going to go down.
Yes.
This Charlemagne the God.
Charlemagne trying to feint out Crab here. A lot of micro feints. The Crab does manage to get a stab in. Charlemagne going to be at half stamina as a result of all those feints. Ooh, nice attempt on the drag there from him. Low on stam though. 10 stam from him, 7 HP, and looks like Charlemagne's going to go down here. Oh, a big gamble! Well, it's not going to work out for him. And that is going to be Clippers taking the I-5 Kendo.
I actually like the Clippers tag too, just a little pair of
Scissors? Yeah, I like it. I dig it.
Cute. I know literally nothing about these teams or any of these players.
All I know is Japward is friends with Fragile in real life. That is all I know.
So it's also safe to assume that he's also short.
It's a bit toxic. I don't think they're related. I think they're just friends, for the record.
No, everyone in the South is related.
Fragile's not from the South.
Are you
I
sure
don't know
about
if you
that?
guys remember last time Polaris played. I believe Silas Lay was on that team.
Oh no, that was Stokes.
Was
That was
Stokes?
Stokes.
Yeah. That's a
Dude,
lot
Silas
of the
Lay.
same players on Polaris.
Bit off topic, but I actually hope a map that is similar to Steedy Mosh, the small version, is made. I actually think there's an argument to be made about a really small map that forces the teams into a fight very quickly, because I think that actually tests a specific set of skills that a team would have. Like being able to win on those maps is a different skill than winning on Chester or even Contraband. So I actually kind of want to keep it in.
It's worth considering. I mean, we'll probably playtest it in the coming weeks. Should be getting into it here. Yeah, it is something that's genuinely worth thinking about. It's just that the problem is that, like, obviously, the ambassadors, when they did vote to have Steedy Mosh Pit in the map pool, like, they voted for the old one. So it's kind of unfair to all of a sudden say, like, yep, now we have this completely different map that plays completely differently.
No, you're
They have to
totally
play.
right. Yeah, you're right. We support democracy here at the MFC.
Don't have a
We're
choice.
Big democracy fans. But I think we
Most
should,
beautiful democracy in Mordhau, I've been told multiple times. It's very beautiful, very big.
I think we should just keep Steedy Mosh and like the big version, and just include the smaller version or a map just like it. I genuinely think that really small, up-in-your-face map tests a different set of skills that would be interesting to see. But anyways,
What is Charlemagne? A one-handed messer. Dane playing on Charlemagne's account. Charlemagne getting into the action here. Very low. We do
that's
have...
why Dane missed the scrim. He's been actually smurfing for these guys, dude.
Oh my god, we've discovered it. Charlemagne with one kill. Skips the battle axe kill. Charlemagne with a double kill. They're on 2v3 on the side of Polaris here. We do have Exiled in the 1v2. He's going to go down to Charlemagne on that one-handed messer. A triple kill from him. Looking to get the quad, and he finds the quad kill. Charlemagne exploding onto the scene here.
That round just comes down to their tag. I mean, everyone knows that OG North had the best tag in the game, and they have almost OG North tag. And
It's almost identical.
it's really pulling a lot of weight.
Oh my god, Cooper just gets demolished on this opening engagement here. Spooky Rattlebones with loads of damage. Charlemagne with another kill on this one-handed messer. A 3v4, but Exile just gets chunked down and a double kill from Rattlebones on this spear. A big gamble just straight in Epic's face. That's going to be a 3v1. Epic in a lot of trouble here. He's going to go down to that spear. That's a triple kill for Spooky Rattlebones. Make it 2-0 for Polaris.
kill things.
Interesting. Red team is very aggressive. Very aggressive, and blue team has a little bit of that. Let's just sit back and get ran into type of vibe.
Oh my god, Charlie just ran up and X2'd. That is very, very Chad. Rattlebones once again with a quick pick on this spear. Trying to get some work done. He actually gets cleaved through with a 1v2. Egg Salad winning his 1v2. And that's going to be 3v1 onto Charlemagne, and Egg Salad finds a triple kill in this round, giving Clippers their first.
Pretty sure Charlemagne is just Dane. He just ran in and just gambled a stab and ate an 8 of 50 damage Excel for it. I mean, we have all the telltale signs of a wild Dane.
And he's alpha. He's an alpha player. It's Dane. It's got to be Dane.
I think it is his actual alt account.
Charlemagne on the edge here. Gonna get dueled away by, I believe that is Cooper. Nice little cleave from Skits there on that battle axe. Fresh Kiwi finding a kill on the spear, and Charlemagne with the kill on the Cooper. That's gonna be a flawless round so far.
That's it, dude. This low and mid tier Mordhau is just better than high tier Mordhau. I just
It's
watched
way more fun, isn't it?
Rattle Bones. He was getting slashed at by an Exy, and he was one shot. He just crouches and stabs it. Like, I love this kid. That's the type
I'm
of player
telling
I
you, bro.
would get
I'm
surrounded
telling
by.
you. And Charlemagne once again taking a 1v2 this time. He's doing really well in it. Doing a lot of damage to both players here. And he gets to switch on to Crab. Charlemagne with a clean 1v2. He's crazy. And that's going to be 4-1 for Polaris.
Good job, Dane. Was it worth it? Maybe it's Dane's, like, uglier alternate universe, like doppelganger.
Good engagement here from Clippers. A lot of damage done there by Egg Salad, and Epic finds that kill with the Exy sword. And really nice, actually, it's a great team fight there from Clippers, and they're going to be able to double their round count. 4-2 on the side of Polaris.
It's a very fast round. Not really a whole lot to say. Both teams being very, very default. I do like this Clippers outfit though. It is aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah, I'm a fan. Charlemagne taking the edge, gets the duel, but unfortunately Cooper with the first kill on the Fresh Kiwi. And now good survival here by Spooky Rattlebones. He's gonna get fanned out. Unfortunately, he's gonna go down, and that's gonna be a 4v2. Good positioning from Skits, trying to reposition for this 1v2. A lot of trouble though. Finds the parry, but he gets morphed out, and that leaves our boy Dane in the 1v4. He's gonna randomly jump, and he's gonna go down. That's 4-3.
I swear to God, it's Dane. I'm loving Spooky Rattlebones, dude. Spooky Gamble Bones. He'll just
This is crazy.
Sometimes he'll just straight up bold-faced gamble, and I actually just love it.
Dude, low tier is definitely the most fun to watch. I refuse to hear otherwise. And Epic actually getting chunked down very low, but Crab doing great work on this Exy sword. We got flinched from behind by Bones, but a master kill from Charlemagne, keeping it even here. Looks like he's 1v2ing again. He's actually won a 1v2 again. They can't shut him down. They can't keep Charlemagne down.
And he's just walking onto the field of battle with a big knife.
Maybe there's something to it, man. Maybe we gotta start using one-handed master.
Dane does it, and he claps people. I don't
He
understand.
kind of popped off on 20 Renegades that set once he started using it. Charlemagne now in a bit more trouble starts off here, but we do have Fresh Kiwi and Bones combining to give Polaris the 2-man lead. Cooper gets one kill back, a double kill from Cooper actually. Sorry, that's just Epic trying to live in that 1v2. Polaris actually leave that 1v2 to go 1v2 Cooper instead. Who's getting a lot of work done here. He is finally going to go down though. Epic finally winning that duel, and now a very, very winnable 1v2 is presented to him. He gets the first kill in it, and looking for the duel now. Bones on 47 stam. Oh, a nice read, I guess, from Bones. And that's a nice drag. Epic with a very nice 1v2. Keep Clippers at 4.
Yeah, Bones made a really big mistake there. He just fed and got his teammate hardcore murdered. And when you have the guy's initiative, just doing a neutral excel is not going to cut it. Most players are going to parry that, and just kind of a brutal series of events. I also just noticed that red team is running 2 spears.
Yeah. More of this 2-spear. A lot of damage done by Clippers, and Japward coming in with his own spear. Agsalad winning that duel. Charlemagne finding a dual kill of his own, and now a 1v3 for Charlemagne. Good footwork from him, actually. He doesn't position himself pretty well, but he footworks into the middle of 3 of them. You don't survive in geometric shapes at the triangle, and it is 5-5.
Yeah, the red team spear players are actually kind of impressive. I don't know if it's because blue team is just not good enough to force them into a bad position, but their spears are
A
not
good
getting
engage
enough
here.
controls.
Oh, very nice from Spooky Rattlebones. Getting that kill on the Cooper. I like that. I love that name, Spooky Rattlebones. A double kill from him, actually, in this round. Looking for more. He actually gets a third. Spooky Rattlebones, up-and-coming support player right here. And that's going to put Polaris potentially on map point. Barring another... Okay, a nice drag from Epic. He actually manages to fork. This is 2 spears. Very doable here. He gets the cleave. Epic's... Oh, he has a huge and a Kiwi. Epic for the 1v4. What was that duck? Rattlebones eats an Excel. Epic's looking for it here, and he gets it! A 1v4 from Epic! Actually putting Clippers on map point. 6-5 for them.
Yeah, but why did that guy just stop and pull out his weapon while not Mr. Epic, but Epic was inputting him? Epic throws a slash at him, and he's like, "Now's my time. I'm pulling out the Xe."
Good engage from Polaris. Doesn't manage to find them 1 kill, but Clippers trading it back pretty quickly here. Going to be a 1-man advantage on the side of Clippers, and Fresh Kiwi goes down. Spooky Rattlebones in the 1v3. He's going to fall, and that just leaves Skits here. The alt mode battle axe. He gets 1 kill. Gonna have to replicate Epic's success. He gets a nice little poke off, but he's gonna fall for that feint. Actually getting some parries here, but he gets eaten by that cleaver, and he's gonna go down. That's the first match for Clippers.
Shout out to Epic and Egg Salad. Egg Salad 11 kills, 12 assists. I mean, really top-heavy performance from both teams here. Both teams kind of had a couple people popping off. I will say the red team supports, again, it's hard to tell if it's just because at this level blue team cannot force them into a bad position, but red team spears having a lot of impact that map, both of them, and not really getting forced into duels or anything. I mean, they were always with a teammate that they were using as a meat shield, and that's just really good to see.
Yeah, I'd be worried now if I was Clippers, because those spears will be even more effective here on Contraband.
Exactly, yeah. And it actually looks like Polaris? Is that
Polaris.
Polaris, okay. Yeah, they're also running fire pots. I saw one of their players throw a fire pot, so it looks like they're prepared for this map. I think they've actually switched off their double spear setup, which is so weird.
Last Kings just disbanded? Excuse me? Live updates here in MFC? I don't know what the hell just happened. Anyways, 2 kills on the side of Polaris. You're getting themselves a 1-man advantage on it. What a drag from Fresh Kiwi. Getting that kill to make it a 1v3, and Epic's going to go down. 1-0 for them.
I find it strange that they run Rat on Contraband, but they were running double spear on Mosh Pit. That seems very strange to me. They also have a quarterstaff, man. The quarterstaff is just actually annoying. Got a rat battle off to the left side.
We have a nice wrap here from Jabrash doing some damage, but Charlemagne catches up to him, and now Fresh Kiwi with the War Axe getting a kill. So Exiled finds 1 kill, a team kill. Actually does make it a 3v3. Despite Polaris' best efforts into this round, it looks like... Oh, a nice parry from Spooky Rattlebones, but still going to be a 2v2 here. Oh, a nice switch attempt there. Oh my god, but the simultaneous kills from Polaris seal the round for them, and that's 2-0. Sorry, it's off.
Quickly becoming a fan of Spooky Boner Bones.
Dude, that is a sick name. Spooky Rattlebones. I like saying it. I feel like Egg Salad might have the wrap here, although Skits has picked him up. But a nice switch. Oh, actually parried by Bones. We have a 1 kill coming out from Epic. Bones now with the Evening Star getting another kill, though. It's going to be a 4v2, actually, on the side of Polaris. So they find more kills. But 2 kills back, actually, in the 2v4 from Bateman. Bones with the kill into Egg Salad. Gonna make it a 1v2 for Crab. And he just gets excelled by that War Axe. Did I say Apemen?
Yeah.
Let's go. I'm just a godlike caster.
Yeah, unfortunately for Egg Salad, Polaris tends to like tuna salad or perhaps a chicken salad.
Yeah, that is unfortunate. Do have another crazy engage from Polaris. They do so much damage to open us up here. So look, that was a stupid drag from Epic.
Yeah,
Gonna use that to find 1 kill in the duel now. Oh my god, these parries from Exile. He is finally gonna go down though. And Epic follows. It's gonna be 4-0 for Polaris.
Yeah, interesting stuff. They're winning on Contraband, but not for the reason that I thought they would.
Yeah, I don't think they have any. Do they have any spears?
No, they have none. They have a battle axe on the field, dude.
It's Chad, man. He's actually doing really well in the trenches with it, as Bones gets the first kill on this Evening Star, which once again makes an appearance in this low-tier match. Japper with an Excel onto Skits, but he's gonna get traded out instantly by Bones, and Bones with a nice little quad kill here.
Indeed.
Look at that, 5-0 for Polaris so far.
They got Bones, and then they got a spookier, rattlier Bones. Japward's running this War Axe Rat that he probably stole from Fragile.
Kind of looks very similar to Fragile's custom, to be honest. Exiled with that first kill to pull him a double kill from Exiled, and Japward winning his duel. It's going to be a 1v3 for Skits. Oh, nice switch from Skits on that alt mode battle axe. He's actually reading the feints. And he gets the input as well, a 1v2. Oh, but that drag from Japward puts it away, and that does give Clippers their first round.
Yeah, it was a nice try from Skits. That was a very winnable round from him, but it's always hard with any kind of rat because of how they can bob in and out of your weapon range. Both teams just opting to go for this mid-pillar fight.
Charlemagne is he's using a short sword. Charlemagne is using a short sword. It's Dane. It's literally Dane. Meanwhile, Clippers pick up another. I wasn't even watching the main fight. I just noticed that Charlemagne had a short sword out. He's Dane.
Did he actually just use it as a primary?
Yeah, he used it as a primary to duel the rat.
Is he doing it again? No, he's not doing it again.
No, hold on. Okay, no, he's going with the maul this time. He almost just demolished Japward. Meanwhile, in the main fight, Epic finds the first kill on this Exy sword. Cooper is pretty low in this 1v2 as Bones tries to look for this parry. He gets a kill onto Cooper. But Fresh Kiwi actually disarmed. He's running away. Fresh Kiwi disarmed, almost gets that kill back. Couldn't find it though. And that's 5-3. Clippers with 3 rounds in a row here on Contraband.
Charlemagne had a huge advantage over Japward, but he actually ends up losing that duel that we saw him get the maul hit really early on earlier, so it's a little bit concerning. He has switched down to the War Axe.
Oh, and he just demolishes Fresh Kiwi, just demolishes Japward there. Getting this wrap, another kill from Fresh Kiwi. Just get dragged out by this pull hammer, and Exile with a double kill of his own here. Oh, a nice buffer is Exile with a triple kill, a quad kill from Exile. Can he get the ace? He's looking for it, and Crab steals it from him, but a nice quad from Exile. 4 rounds in a row for Clippers now.
Yeah, you definitely want to get around back to kind of calm their momentum down if you're Polaris. You don't want to get up to 5-5 and all of a sudden you lose 1 round and you're on match point.
Crab with a quick kill on the Greatsword here, but Charlemagne trades it back instantly on that Exy. Even trades here 3v3. This round's going very quickly. There's no call out. Charlemagne has no idea there's one behind him. And this is going to be a 1v3 for Clippers. 3v1 rather. And they're going to close it out. 5-5. Clippers have made the full 5-0 comeback.
And if you're a red team, you need to realize that what you're doing isn't working. It hasn't worked 3 rounds in a row. Try to go off to the left. Try to do something to buy your rat time to kill their rat and get in position. They have a 2v1 over here on the left against the pole hammer boy. Let's see if they can close this out quickly. But they
nice work from them. Oh no, the team hit. Gonna deny this 1v2 for a little bit longer, and they're gonna peel off of it. Which honestly, at that point, might be the right play. It's gonna be still a 2v4 as Bones does fall, and that's gonna be a nice cleanup there. Map point for Clippers.
Clippers are really just shutting this down. Now you're in that dreaded situation I was talking about earlier. Now they have to, whatever they do next has to be the winning adjustment. Looks like they are going to favor this left side, give their rat a little bit of time to deal with their rat and then get behind. This is going to come down to who wins between Japward and whoever he's fighting right now. I can't see his name.
Ooh, nice fake switch from Cooper. And that is going to give Clippers the 1-man advantage, turn that into a 3-man advantage here. And Clippers have managed to reverse. They were down 5-0, and they just won 7 in a row to bring this map back. That's a reverse 7-0 from Clippers. Very impressive.
Really bad. And Spooky Boner Bones is on a big 0 kills. You hate to see that from somebody who had such a huge impact, but I actually really question Red Team's strategy here. I mean, I'm okay with the rat, but they really didn't put themselves in a position to capitalize off of what they got from the rat. And also, after you've just won Mosh Pit with double spear and you go to Contraband at double spear Haven and you switch off of it, just seems very strange to me. They also didn't utilize their fire pot very well, and both teams were agreeing to do like a handshake mid-fight, so a fire pot and 2 spears would have been very, very good for them in that situation, and they switched off of it. I just don't understand. Do you get what I'm saying, Hodor? How like they had a winning formula, and then the map favored their formula, and they just switched it up.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't.
Look! Now they're back to double spear. Why? What?
Yeah, I'm not sure what the logic is. Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Like,
yeah,
really,
if they're good with double spear on open maps, why would they switch off on a map that favors double spear like Contra? That's just so backwards to me, right?
I can't explain it. I don't know why you would want double spear on Steedy Mosh Pit, regular Mosh Pit more than you would on Contraband, but let's see if they have a plan in store for it. Double spear coming out here. Japward, both spears actually missing on the gate engagement here. A nice switch from Skits to get one of the Clippers players low. Clippers with 2 kills here, traded back by Skits. Charlemagne does lose his duel. That's going to leave it in a 2v3 in the favor of Clippers. A nice double parry from Bones as he tries. Oh, a nice switch as well. Oh, this is a good attempt from Polaris. Unfortunately, it does look like it's going to go in the favor of Clippers.
Yeah, I really don't know what to say. I'm just so flabbergasted. I'm just so unaware of how this lower tier of Mordhau works. It's just kind of very interesting to watch.
Nice
I really like
from
this engage though for Red Team. Red Team has a really good engage here. Spooky Rattlebone just poking holes in them.
And that's going to result in a nice little clean round there. 5 alive from Polaris, and it's going to be 1-1 here.
I don't know much about this team, but I think they should stick to at least 1 spear. Spooky Rattlebones, every time I see him with spear, he's very good at flinching. He's very good at getting punishes off.
Look at these switches! I mean, he does end up getting wrapped on, but, like, I really like him on spear.
Yeah, he's really solid. He has a really good mind for spear.
Fortunately, it does look like we are going to have Fresh Kiwi in the 1v4, and he's going to fall, but I really like Spooky Rattlebones on spear.
I think if Red Team incorporated the fire pot idea they had from last map here and played a little defensive at the start, they could really force good positions for Spooky Rattlebones and his other spear teammate.
Ooh, nice work from Charlemagne starts out here. Good forward from Charlemagne as well in the 1v2, and Fresh Kiwi finding that first pick. Oh, a huge cleave from Cooper, though, keeping things interesting here. And it looks like, oh, the team kill, unfortunately, still making a 2v3. Japward trying to get away from Charlemagne. He just can't. So much pressure put on there by Charlemagne. That just leaves Epic in the 1v3. He's done it before.
Earlier, yeah.
And he gets the first kill. Epic in trouble here. He gets a switch. Charlemagne very, very low. These reads from Epic. He gets a parry and a parry.
All it takes is 1 drag here.
Oh, that drag from Charlemagne ends up canceling that 1v3 attempt. We're on 2-2. This Epic guy is sick.
He definitely looks like he's a cut above this skill level, but we shall see. Red Team had a great engage here. They have a great engage here, too. Let's see if they can actually...
Ooh, nice work from Spooky Rattlebones again. So much flinching going on from him as the fight does spread out a little bit. But he's now in the duel against Epic. Japper finding the first kill, Crab as well. And that's going to be a quick snowball for Clippers. Good switch from Egg Salad, and that's going to close it.
So they do lose the round, and not to talk too much about one player, but one of the things I'm really liking about Spooky Rattlebones, not only is he really good about flinching and just contesting the initiative, he's really good at running away from a duel if he gets forced into one. You don't see that quality in support players. Usually at this level of play, you don't see that.
A good first pick from Charlemagne, a double kill from Charlemagne into this round. Looking for the 30, can't quite find it, but now a 5v2 on the side of Polaris. Crab finding 1 kill in his 1v2. Japward will fall. It's going to be a 1v4 for Crab.
And look, yet again, Spooky Rattlebones was in a duel against Crab, and he just decides, well, I'm a spear. Why don't I just backpedal and wait for my gang to get here? This guy just really impresses me on spear. I've never seen him before, never heard of him, but he's playing... I'm watching him a lot, and he's playing support much better than I would expect of this caliber team.
No, I love watching these low tier teams and just seeing the potential that like in these brand new players. Really cool. We do have Rattlebone getting put down pretty low here, and that's a great Clippers just running straight through Polaris' lines on this engage, and that's going to be very flawless 4-3 for them. Mosh.
Yeah, if I'm Red Team, you have 2 spears. Go to the extremities of the map. Go to the far right or the far left, and basically force a Contraband-esque situation. They have a really good engage here. This favors red team very hard. They should be picking up this round.
Lots of damage on, but Charlemagne goes down to 1v2 a bit too quickly. Kiwi finding 1 kill back, but Spooky Rattlebones goes down. Kiwi with another kill into this round, keeping Polaris alive. Oh, unfortunately does not turn around in time. It's a 1v2 for Skits. Gets the parry. Fainted out, though, by these two. Good footwork, though, actually, from Skits. Oh, he almost gets that switch, but he's going to go down there. And that's 5-3 in the favor of Clippers.
Yeah, red team is getting some good engages off, but they tend to just kind of lose after the engage. They seem to always get the most damage off on engage, but then they lose. Their answer to that is a Maul Rat off to the right side pulling a 1v2, but he needs to buy enough time for his teammates to get another pick.
It looks like he's going to be able to. Skits the double kill into this round. Japward going to get faded out. Very, very low HP for him. A big spear cleave from Japward in the 1v3, but he's going to fall. He's going to leave Crab in the 1v4. Sorry, 1v5, and he dies. 5-4 for Clippers.
Yeah, very big work. He goes and he pulls a spear and a great sword off, and he keeps alive long enough for his teammates to get 2 kills. And at that point, the round is just over. He's going to try it again. I don't think blue team is going to let him get away with it this time. He's in a terrible position now.
Oh, 1v3 for him now. And he gets melted immediately. And yeah, Polaris unable to find anything else from it. Looks like Bones is going to be able to go down here very soon, and that's going to leave Fresh Kiwi in the 1v3. And Skits now actually forces a team kill, but that's set point on the side of Clippers.
So I didn't catch the man's name. I think it's Charlemagne, but whoever's running off to the side and forcing a 1v2, 1v3, you have to be careful that you don't find yourself in a position where you have no escape and you're going to get surrounded by 3 people. That is untenable. 1v2s are doable, but 1v3s when you're closed off with no escape is not doable.
Once again, though, he's actually pulling a lot of Clippers players out of position. Doesn't give Skits 1 kill, but Japper finding one back onto
4 swings in a row.
Rattle Bones. Looks like a 2v3 now. Polaris need this round to stay alive, and it looks like they will not be able to get it. That's going to be the set. Clippers end up winning 3-0.
That is depressing. He had his back door and missed 4 swings in a row with Maul. That is rough. That round actually could have played out so differently if he just dispatches that guy very quickly. Overall, definitely an interesting match though. Fun to watch for sure.
Yeah, I love these lower tier sets. I love.
Yeah, great matchups. I would are great matchups.
I've been enjoying them. I like seeing these players who I've never heard of. I've been impressed quite a few times.
Yeah, Banana from Void, he was particularly impressive.
Yeah, Banana Pig. You had Gurning Boost yesterday from Depth Guard.
True.
Today you had that Epic guy on Clippers is crazy. He had like a 1v4 and almost a 1v3. Spooky Rattlebones looked good. Maurice looked really great. Zero looked really great. Just a lot of really, really cool players that we're getting to see here. So, yeah, that's going to be the end of the second day, MFC Season 2. Thank you to everybody who tuned in on YouTube. Hope to stream. Honestly, the stream looks way nicer on here. Like, the quality looks way higher on here.
Yeah,
so
I got to go back and watch it now and see how it went.
I think it looks really nice, the stream itself. So, yeah, we will hopefully see you guys tomorrow, where I think we've actually only got one match, if I'm not mistaken.
And who's that going to be?
It's going to be, one match, because Last King's A-Team just disbanded, so it's going to be Big Bogs versus Diarchy at 9 o'clock.
That's very surprising.
That should be a buyout. That should be heavily favored toward Big Bogs, but some insider information. The last few times I've seen Big Bogs, they've been a little bit not to their usual level. So, I mean, if Big Bogs is having a bad day, if Fragile gets iced early, you could see a competitive match there.
Yeah, so tune in tomorrow, and thank you guys for watching. See you then.
Thank you.